When a beautiful wife doesn't get enough attention from her husband, she decides to have fun with other men to keep the family together and diversify everyday life. Soon, she can't stop enjoying herself and her husband finds out her secret. It's movie recap zone and a new retelling. What exactly she was doing and where she was looking for new men, you will find out in this video. Enjoy the video. Zoe paints her lips and puts on sunglasses. The men look at the heroine with interest. The girl goes to Dr. Spencer's office. The doctor invites the girl in. They get acquainted. The heroine tells her problem. Next, we are transported back 6 months. Zoe's family is playing show and tell. Husband Jason guesses the figure that daughter Kayla is showing. Son Peter and Zoe clap their hands. Grandma keeps score. At night, the couple has an active time. Zoe thinks her husband is her soulmate. However, she is saddened to find that after an active holiday, the man falls asleep. Zoe switches on her laptop. She watches an interesting film to relax. In the morning, the woman goes to her office. She holds a meeting with Bryna, her assistant. The heroine wants information on a new artist, Quentin Canosa. She wants to know what the man looks like. Her agency needs a good contract. Zoe visits the artist's exhibition. She examines a painting. A stranger appears in front of the heroine. Zoe doesn't know it's Quentin. She asks the man to move over. The characters discuss the artist's work. A friend of the artist praises the man's work. The heroes get to know each other. Quentin makes a joke. Zoe laughs a lot. A woman shows him her favorite painting in his exhibition. Quentin gets behind the heroine's back. She feels uncomfortable with this close contact. Zoe offers the artist to work with her agency. The man compliments her. The heroes agree to meet on Monday. In the evening, Zoe wants to have a thrill with her husband. This is exactly what she felt next to the artist. She puts on a beautiful dress and calls her husband. However, Jason is delayed at work. The woman is going for a walk. She says she will go to the shop. In fact, Zoe comes to a nightclub. She orders herself a cocktail. A stranger pays attention to Zoe. The heroine gets a call from her mother. The woman wants ice cream. She is surprised by the loud music in the shop. Jason returns home. On the floor, he sees his wife's things. A man helps Zoe to wash herself. At night, the heroine sees Quentin in her dreams. They do this. Jason makes breakfast for his wife. He drives the kids to school. Zoe tells the psychologist about how much she loves her husband. However, in the woman's mind is another man, Quentin. She sees the artist as a breath of fresh air. Zoe can't get enough of Jason's attention. It becomes her obsession. The heroine continues her story. She arrives at Quentin's studio. Zoe tells the man about Jason. Then they discuss the contract. Quentin has signed the document. He wants to do a painting with Zoe. The woman is about to leave. However, the artist catches up with her at the door. They start kissing. Quentin suggests she relax. Zoe cannot resist the temptation. In the office, Zoe is thinking about what happened in the artist's flat. The woman can't concentrate on her work. She puts everything on hold. Bryna insists that Zoe should have a chat with Balthazar Crane. The friend believes that this is their chance to reach a new level of income. The heroine is tormented by her conscience. She washes herself in the shower. When Zoe looks in the mirror, she remembers Quentin again. Peter walks into her room. The son wants Zoe to watch his game. The mother is worried about the heroine. Zoe receives a message from a client. Bryna gives Zoe information on the new client. The heroine goes to Quentin's house. She is met by a young girl, Diamond. The painter is not at home. Diamond makes strange innuendos to the woman. Quentin meets the heroine on the doorstep. He tries to kiss the woman. She pushes him away. Quentin wants to surprise his friend. He blindfolds her. The man brings Zoe to a special place. The hero tells his friend about his childhood. Then they do it on the bonnet of a car. Zoe was late for her meeting with Balthazar. The woman tried to remedy the situation. The client agreed to reschedule. The heroine stayed at the psychologist's until late in the evening. She decided to hide the psychotherapy from her family. In the next scene, we see Quentin painting a portrait of Zoe. The man wants to correct her pose. However, Zoe has other plans. The woman wants to have some fun. When the artist went to take a shower, the heroine watched the man's paintings. It made her angry that all the paintings have women in them. Here, woman's family gathered in the yard. The daughter saw the paint on Zoe's hair. She missed her son's game and was worried about it. At a session with a psychologist, the heroine learned about the reasons for her behavior. Dr. Spencer suggested that she come for a consultation with her husband. She wanted to help the woman. In the evening, Quentin sent messages to the heroine. Jason saw his wife's new phone. She decided to suggest that her husband go see a counselor. He was against it. Instead of a psychotherapy session, the man suggested having dinner at a restaurant. Zoe went out to get some air. She did it best next to Quentin. The heroine relieved the tension. A friend wanted the woman to leave her husband. The couple began to quarrel. Zoe saw a painting by an artist. On the canvas, they were together. Quentin said he wanted to build a family with her. Zoe talked to her therapist about what had happened. She decided to figure things out without outside help. To understand her desires, the heroine went to a club. She looked for a new friend. Zoe did this with Corey. About the new experience, she also told Dr. Spencer. The psychologist asked Zoe about her scar and her childhood in Dallas. The woman couldn't answer the doctor's questions. At work, the heroine continued to daydream about her new friend in her office. She wanted to relax with him one more time. Bryna informed her friend about the problems at the agency. Zoe went to Quentin's office. The artist didn't open the door for her. The woman saw a friend having fun with Diamond. The heroes had an argument. Zoe went to calm her nerves to Corey. The guy helped her relax. Zoe left Corey a note. She wanted to meet her friend later. The heroine went to the club again. Her mother suspected that Zoe had a secret. There was a themed party at the club. Zoe liked to have fun. The woman returned home late at night. Jason was waiting for his wife in the living room. He wanted to know where Zoe went every night. He looked at what the wife carried in her purse. The woman had decided to bring novelty to their relationship. The man was surprised at what Zoe had become. In the morning at the agency office, everyone was tense. Bryna told her friend about the problems in the agency. Clients were leaving them. The heroine went to Quentin with the contract. The couple actively made up. Suddenly, guests came to the artist. Zoe hid in the next room. One of the men was her husband. While his colleague was on the phone, Jason looked at Quentin's work. The man's gaze was drawn to a new painting by the artist, the same one his wife was in, but he didn't get to see it. The guests had left. Zoe asked why Quentin hadn't stopped Jason. The artist remained silent. He signed the papers and left for dinner with a client. Zoe rested. Corey called his girlfriend. She ignored him. The woman decided to go to the cinema with her family. The kids didn't want to be late. Zoe stayed home alone. She was lonely. At Dr. Spencer's session, Zoe was afraid to open up. The woman insisted that the heroine stop running from her past. Zoe saw a motorcyclist outside her house. The guy handed something to her mother. It was Corey. He brought her friend her underwear in a postage-paid envelope. The mother was surprised at her daughter's reaction to the parcel. Quentin sent Jason a mural as a gift. Zoe threw up. The heroine arrived at the artist's house. She decided to break up with the man. Corey also arrived to meet his girlfriend. Zoe told him that she had health problems. Corey wanted to get back at the woman. Quentin defended his friend. He hit the guy with a mural. It scared Zoe. The artist was angry at the friend. He hurt his foot on the shards. The heroine tried to hide. Quentin caught up with her. She realized that the guy had a problem with his head. He was walking towards her and cutting up his paintings. The woman was saved by her husband. He hit the artist over the head with his gift. The man guessed what his wife was hiding. Corey came to his senses. He hurriedly left. Diamond came to the noise. Zoe ran after her husband. Jason didn't want to listen to the heroine. He thought the woman had ruined their relationship. Zoe was upset. She went out on the road. Then we see how the heroine's family experiences the situation. Diamond is taking care of Quentin. Jason is angry. Zoe's agency closes down. Zoe herself is lying in the hospital. In a dream, she has a dream about what the woman experienced as a child. Jason confesses that he wants to divorce the heroine. After a while, Zoe returns home. The kids are happy that their mom is okay. Jason left the house. Bryna came to Zoe's house. The heroine was sad on the couch. The woman wanted to cheer up her friend. Her mother gave Zoe a letter from Dr. Spencer. The friends sat down to watch television. Jason brought the children to meet Zoe. The heroine's mother gave the man an invitation from the psychologist. She wanted the couple to resolve their differences. Jason thought about their relationship with his wife. The heroine came to a meeting with Dr. Spencer. In front of the other members of the group, she told a story from her childhood. When Zoe was 10 years old, 3 boys had fun with her. Jason came to the meeting too. He decided to support his wife. The couple reconciled. Rate this movie in the comments. What would you do if you were the heroine's husband? This was the 2014 film Addicted. See you in the following videos.